Support. Y'all need to come out if y'all live in Kenosha. We got some fellas walking up.
Yeah, hold on. This will be better. I want the street too.
You working at Frank's?
I am doing some. Janitor over there, but I don't work there. Kinda. I decided I'd like stay home and not die. So I just heard this was going on today. How you been doing?
Good.
Excellent. I want to get signs first.
No justice, no peace! No justice, no peace! No justice, no peace! No justice, no peace! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter!
There we go.
I'm about to go to the bakery right now. I'll take some condo order. Draymond, Stephanie,
Well, Stephanie's not supposed to be here.
I think she's on her way because she's not texting me back, so she must be shy.
I just made it. I found out about this, like, 45 minutes ago. I found out about this.
Well, high school.
Okay, I was gonna say. You say she's going to Marquette? Yeah, Sam's going to Park. Right down the road. As long as there is a campus. Yeah, that's
social distancing.
No justice, no peace.
Look at all the skaters here.
I'll be nice. That's me being nice. Hello?
Right here, like if you come fast, coming down here.
Just so that, just so we have a record, and anybody who needs to go through it, anyone who needs to go through it for like their own like home video or.
You've been holding up for all this.
I quit the diner like a month before we went on quarantine because I knew what was coming, and I really didn't expect that anybody would do anything. But I was surprised. I think Evers did a good job. He took it seriously, which is more than I expected most of these idiots to do.
The problem for me was Supreme Court ruled March 15th.
Ouch.
Yeah. Seriously.
Ellen Ferrara.
Yeah. It's hit or miss with the one kid. Some days he's on, some days he tells her
Well, how are you?
Yeah,
don't know if people recognize
Probably
it.
late summer, early fall, hopefully things. We'll see.
Hey, would you guys see my favorite
Into a new
sign?
building I've been
You kind of hold them because I see you got two sides.
facility.
I was trying to get
Right
the back
now,
of your sign from behind.
one of the people
If you hold it up kind of like, so I can see both, and you don't look at me, just go be yourselves on the street for a minute.
Yeah, I want that.
I hate to be that guy, but I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
I was waiting for her to hold it up high too.
Yeah, Jess, right? Jesse? I thought Jesse from Racine. Sorry.
Oh no, I'm Sam.
Hey, Sam, Mike.
No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace.
I told the people for sure about the
Excuse me. You got a card? Me
In my
neither.
car.
If you come by with one, I'm going to be posting my stuff online.
Okay.
Just for any local citizen, journalist, or whatever to use.
Okay.
Not, you know, Creative Commons. Just the creative.
Who are you with?
I'm with me. I used to do stuff.
Is your email on there?
You find me on the site, leave a message on the thing. I don't get that much traffic.
No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace.
the awkward silence afterwards. He's gonna kill you. What?
Want to get some of the names. Thank you. Sorry, dude. Thank you.
No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace.
Excuse me.
Someone's got that good shit.
I'm sorry I don't have a garbage plate for you today.
Oh man.
Oh,
Yeah, right.
Black Lives Matter. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. Say his name. Say his name. Say his name. Say their name. George Floyd.
call checking your invite.
I had some.
I have to call checking your invite. How's it going, Ellen? Good. I wish I had a garbage bag for you, but I don't.
That's where you at. I appreciate it.
Thinking of you, baby.
Okay. I'm glad you're taking pictures.
Actually getting video this time.
You know that. Yeah, talk.
You come over here and be interviewed?
No.
You don't? You don't. I know. I'm totally serious.
Say their name! Say their name! Say their name!
Let's go over here a little bit. What we have to do is, do you want to be on video or not? Okay. We're going to go under the screen. Well, yeah. Because basically, to be honest, I basically want the words. I'm going to face away from them so I can maybe catch the words. All right, let's try this. All right, what is your name, sir?
My name is Anthony Kennedy.
What do you do?
I'm an alderman in the 10th district here in the city of Kenosha.
Okay, where are we and what are we doing?
Right now we're in Courthouse Square and we are with the Black Lives Matter demonstration here in Kenosha.
Okay. What's going on? I know I'm going to talk to them too. I'm not relying on you for everything.
No, I understand.
But just from your point of view.
The reason I want to be out here today and the reason I just want to support these people who are who's feeling so passionate about what's going on in our nation. We see this situation in Minnesota. We see by anybody's measure it's wrong. We know it's wrong. We know that that's not what policing is about. We know that by no measure whatsoever is a person's life so small and trivial that they lose their life over a counterfeit check. Even if that's the narrative, even if that narrative is true, you still don't lose your life over that.
So let's go to your position with the city right now. What does Kenosha do? What does Kenosha need to do in relations to, what would you call it? Policing, police community relations?
Being an elected official in the city of Kenosha, I've been an elected official for going into my 13th year, I think our police department is okay. But there's always room for improvement. There's always room, no matter what the process is, no matter what the system is, we can always see some improvement. What we have out here is people voicing their concern, showing their passion in reference to what's going on. What we need to do is get that systemized in a way that can be heard by the people who need to hear it, those decision makers who make the decisions, who set the policies and procedures in place to make sure that none of this ever happens. I believe we have a pretty good police department, but unfortunately, we're only one police shooting away, one police choking away from that not being the truth. I believe we have a good police department, but I need more than belief. We need to make sure that policies are in place, that people understand that this is not acceptable, and the environment in which you operate can't allow you to think it's acceptable. You can't. One of the things that happened in the military when I was in the Army was I did something wrong and the punishment was on me. But then the other question was, what was the command environment like that made me think I could do that? And that's the kind of stuff that we as citizens in this city need to continue to engage the officials in this city all the time.
Now you said it could be better. It could always be better. That's pretty much what you said. What would you like to see need better? What weak spots do you think need to be filled up?
If I had a blank check and the world was according to me, I'd like to see some type of citizen engagement with the Kenosha Police Department, with the deputies and the Kenosha County Sheriffs, in something that's organized more than just a demonstration on the street. While I'm not discounting these people being out here and voicing their concerns, something like a scheduled regular town hall meeting every couple of months so that we can have some honest dialogue between what we what the expectation for police are and what the expectation of the community for the police. I want to really attack the us versus them. I want to humanize the police to us and humanize us to them.
So the problem you might have, or the weakness you see here, is that it's a one-time thing, and it needs to be structured.
No.
Okay, no, good.
Thank you.
No.
Thank you for that outlook on it. If this is what we have, then let's have this all the time. But I think we can do better in more structured engagement, so that we use this to get to the next spot.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else you would like to add? Because I know you're anxious to go back over there.
When a mother or a father watches their son or daughter leave their house at the beginning of the day, it's their expectation that they come home at night. When the wife or the daughter or the wife or a husband of a police officer, when they leave in the morning, there's an expectation they come back home. That's our commonality right there. We have an expectation that we can live our lives, we can do these things that enrich our lives, and at the end of the day, share those experiences with our loved ones. Every time someone doesn't come home at night, we lose something. That's what I want to leave you with.
Thank you very much. This is, hey, how you doing, dude? So what's going to happen with this is I'm putting the whole thing up as one long film on YouTube for local activists or vloggers to have access to. But I'm also going to be doing my own thing with it. Okay? Are you going to be around? This is still on, by the way. Are you going to be around on Tuesday also?
It's my intention to be here Tuesday, yeah.
Okay, well then I will see you here.
Natasha McKenna! Tony Robinson! Anthony Hill! Naya Hill! Philip White! Eric Harris! Scott! William Chapman II! Alexia Christian! Brendan Glenn! Victor LaRosa! Jonathan Sanders! Freddie Blue! George Mann! Salvador Ellswood! Sandra Brown! Albert Davis! Darius Stewart! Billy Ray Davis! Sam DeBose! Disperse and keep a good social distance. Let's stay safe. Thank you, sister.
Hey, would you and your friend like to talk to me over there about this? Just to get your hit on this? I don't ask you to take your mask off.
Do I want to do an interview? I'll do an interview.
Let's go over here where we have less of this beep beep, because all I've got is the onboard mic right now. Okay. Let's just go across the sidewalk. These guys are loud. All right, this is good right over here. Let's get together here. Okay. Excellent. All right. Now, this probably just the audio part will be used, but I might have your face as much as you got here.
Okay.
I'm going to come in a little bit to make sure this thing, which is a shitty microphone, but it's all I got.
Okay.
So you and I talked for a moment a little bit earlier. Tell me about being here. Why are you here? What's up?
I'm here for my sons, my father, my brothers. I have sisters. I'm here for our people in general. Like, it's wrong no matter what. I'm not just here for just the black people either. We have Hispanics. We have all type of races that have been like unjustifiably killed by the police officers, but it's more of our race. And sometimes you have to come out and speak up on it so they understand how they make you feel. Sitting around being quiet, just like they say, a closed mouth doesn't get fed. So sitting around being quiet doesn't get things done for you.
Is there anything else you'd like to say?
I just wish that the good cops would speak up. If you want to keep saying that not all cops are bad, then speak up. Say something. Let them know what they're doing is wrong. Don't stand by and just watch. You have to be that difference. You want us to trust you, give us something to trust. Until then, we will look at every last one of them as the bad people. So I don't know how else to put it. You got to give us a reason to trust you and want to be able to come to you. Until then, we can't do that. We're going to always be in fear. Our kids are in fear. It's a time where kids used to be happy to see the police officers and get the little stickers and all that. Now they do not want to go near them. Now they look at them as the bad people.
Okay, I have a dumb question for you. If this were going to be put to music, which I often do with my stuff, what song would you recommend by who?
NWA.
What? NWA?
NWA, fuck the police.
Fuck the police.
All right, that's a possibility then.
Fuck 12.
What would you like to say?
I would like to say that I'm here for my son, my brother, everybody in my community. I'm tired of the injustice that black people have had to face at the hands of law enforcement. This system wasn't built for them. It was built to harm them. I'm tired of peacefully asking them to see us as equal when we shouldn't have to be in this place right now. And until they recognize it, we're going to continue to be out here. We're going to continue to throw it into their face. We're going to continue to show them the images that they don't want to see. Because for them, they see it as George was the breaking point and George was disgusting, but we've seen George's time and time again.
Over and over.
And we're tired of it. We're tired of it. The George was, oh, now this is happening for us. It's been happening. What about the cases that have not been caught on camera? What about the cases that they have not even reported? We're over it. We just want equality in America. So that's what I need to say.
Is there anything else you'd like to say? I'm not trying to rush you. She's like looking over there, and I just want to make sure that I don't like cut you off, but I also don't want you to miss what you're here for.
I just want to say that I'm thankful that everybody came out here from all different colors, all different walks of life to support us, because that's what we need. Until there is more white people acknowledging that there is a problem, we won't get anywhere. So I'm glad that they're out here and they're standing with us today.
I thank them a lot for that.
Because we need them. It's not a black versus the white thing. It's a black versus the system thing. We don't hate blacks. We hate this system that was built for blacks to harm them. So that's all I need to say.
All right. Would you be willing to settle for Public Enemy? Because they were always one of my... So
or
Fight the
They
Power...
Don't Care About Us by Michael Jackson.
Say what?
They Don't Care About Us
that's a good
by
one.
Michael
Okay.
Jackson.
All right. Like I said, your faces might be in it. Probably really good, but you'll probably be back. Any guys who are willing to talk? I'd like to find like just not your person, but I want to get some guys too.
Thanks, Mike.
I have some at my house house, but no one had a cooler or anything to bring them all out.
If you want to talk, we'll go over here because it'll be less noisy. We're going to go by the tree where the girls were.
Okay, what would you like to talk about?
Well, you're going to tell me.
Oh, okay.
Basically, I want your... Careful. Didn't want you to hit.
Okay.
All right. The old red bandanas, you can't go wrong.
Nah.
Okay, just face the street because I'm trying to get not the honking and shit.
Right.
All right, that's good right there.
Okay.
All right, I don't want your name or anything, but tell me, why are you here? What's the issue? I mean, I know because I read the news.
Okay.
But I mean, I don't know your personal opinion.
Well, I'm here today because it's been 6,000 years since we as a people, black people, and particularly, and all people in general, have been oppressed, deceived, and a lot of different other ways and avenues and systems set up against us. So we as a people, we must rise, we must be aware, we must teach our children what's going on. The government is not our friend, not at this moment, not in this time and day, never have been. History is best qualified to reward research. So when we look at history, we see that we've never had a peaceful coexistence with the police here in North America. So at this point in time, it's just all about action, talking. We really done with that. So that's what I'm here for. Everybody else, I'm not sure. But that's my outlook, that's my insight.
What would you like to have come out of this or things like this?
I would like for this whole system to be destroyed. The system is built on falsehoods, lies, and false perceptions of the truth. Falsehoods mixed with truth. So we need to weed out the truths of the situation. We need to get the good things out of this, and we need to do away with all the bad things. It's clear as day that the biases that exist in the system, the courthouses and the police departments, it's only pushes towards white people. Caucasian males, females, they are the ones who are reaping the benefits here in America from our pain, tears, labor, 400 years of labor to be in particular. So what I'm here for is just to keep the awareness amongst us as a people that we need to be aware, because no one else is going to tell us the truth. We can't look in the history books here, found here in North America, or here in Kenosha, Wisconsin, or any state or city for that matter, to give us the truth. So we have to come together and unite, and unity is one of the most important things right now for us as amongst a people. We have to get all our differences aside of us, and we have to move as a unit, like any other people who prevailed in this country. They moved together and they did not separate. And I would like to end my interview there.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
If you know anybody else who wants to say anything, just have them look at me, okay?
All right.
I'll be happy to take whatever they got to say. This is going to go up in line in its totality, so that anybody who wants to do video and pluck shit from it can do that.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
Why are you dressed like Satan?
No justice, no
Mikey,
peace!
I'm cool, man.
Good to see you. I can't have these fuckers knowing who I am.
Say what?
I said I can't have these fuckers knowing who I am. They're gonna come pull my ass out of my fucking house. We were in Miami yesterday though. Those protests were fucking crazy.
crazy.
You want to talk about it? Because I got to get some more footage.
Yeah, check me out.
Let's go over here. You can keep the mask on, but I'm going to have this real close to your face so we can hear you.
It's okay, I'm allowed.
Awesome. You know this. Let's go fucking farther. It's an awesome mask.
Thank you.
What character is that? Is that from A Nightmare Before Christmas?
Yep, it's locked.
Sweet.
The little kid.
All right, dude. Let's do this over here.
All right, so so I went down to Miami, and right before I caught my flight at 7:45, and the protest started at 4 o'clock. So we got there at about 4:30, and we started marching from Biscayne Bay in downtown Miami all the way up to the freeway. I mean, it was fucking insane. I mean, flooded. I mean, like, if you get over all the way down past the fucking dinosaur museum, all the way up to the creative space. I mean, they occupied the whole street, you know? But the cops were very respectful at first. I heard, though, that at night, when the looting and the rioting starts, that the cops are being fucking crazy. But earlier in the day, the cops even kneeled with everybody. They were just sitting there. Everybody was crying. It was a really good moment. I mean, the energy was crazy until everybody got on the freeway. Once everybody got on the freeway, it was fucked. We were fucked. The cops were mad. But yeah, no, it was beautiful. But don't be fucking fooled. Any violence is started by the police. Fuck that. Nobody's destroying their own cities. That's fucking ludicrous. It's Antifa and it's the fucking undercover police.
What about Antifa?
I don't know.
Are they the undercover police?
I don't know that they're the undercover police necessarily, but I do know that their agenda is not necessarily aligning with the agenda that we have. We're not protesting for the fuck. We're not rioting. We don't want nobody that I've met, come in contact with, outwardly wants destruction of a fucking city. You know what I mean? It just seems that it's very easy for somebody with another agenda to kind of sneak their way into these situations and take advantage of it. And then you get, you know, people who might not be so educated or might not be so like politically. I even watched a video of them paying somebody to take fucking picnic tables and throw it through a bench. There's a video of him giving money out of his wallet to these 3 black dudes, and they're like, yeah, fuck it, $200, fuck it. Like, you know what I mean? There's people that don't even give a fuck about this whole thing, you know? So you gotta be careful.
What do you see the issue being? That's not a dumb question. I'm asking what you think, because I know what I think.
Why people are protesting?
What? Yeah, sure, that works.
Okay, well, I mean, clearly this was sparked off by police brutality and them killing this man. I mean, but I think that the problem is that the people feel like we've lost complete leverage and we have no more safety anymore. We feel like we're in an authoritarian situation, and nobody likes that. It's outdated to us now. I mean, nobody was happy about it before, but I think that the people are really realizing that they do have more power. Now you're seeing the National Guard come in, and that's where things are getting tricky, but I really think people want a safe place to live, you know. We want to be able to go about our lives and do our work without worrying about, you know, our friends dying or us being fucking murdered, you know what I mean, for nothing. And but I think the real issue is that the media and the powers that be and the government are provoking the grand majority of this. And the real issue is a lack of information and education. You know, false flags are a real fucking thing. You know what I mean? Hidden agendas are a real thing. So I think that, I think that beyond what we're all protesting for, which is, you know, safety and true, true freedom, you know, I think that the real issue of all of this is that the media is kind of manipulating us.
Okay.
How about you?
Is there anything else you want to say before I turn? I want to get back there while they're screaming.
You know what it is, baby? Fuck the Freemasons, boy. They script everything. Don't be fucking fooled. The police are Freemasons too. Shit.
Follow you on Instagram.
Yeah. Hit me up.
What's this? New World Order. Let you?
Yep.
I'll tag you. This is all going up raw online, so that any activist who wants to get a hold of it, or anybody who's non-commercial.
Okay.
Fuck, if the newspaper wants it, they gotta fucking pay. Dude. No, that's okay. I'm glad somebody gets it.
Hey, y'all, listen up. Y'all about to march to the police station. You'll be right around the corner, y'all. All right, we ain't really got a pause, no type of records. your destruction and nothing like that. Y'all was just trying to march there. March like this way. Come on, y'all.
So look, it's gonna get, crazy or whatever.
Yeah. We gonna walk around. Yeah, say shit.
Keep your social distance! Keep your social distance! Move the crosswalks!
Hey, I'm good.
Get off the streets!
The protest got rules.
I'm trying to test this shit.
Yeah, thank you, y'all. No peace!
No justice, no peace! No justice, no peace! No justice, no peace! No justice, no peace!
God's challenging.
No justice, no peace! There's no peace!
It's so annoying. That is tiny ass, big ass
No peace!
Oh, I was guessing what outfit come your house. I said, come
How you gotta do it, you gotta share it. And if you run, you guys your black friends, y'all need to bring y'all asses out here too. Share this shit. We out here marching bring signs. You don't have to bring signs. You gotta be a part of it, bitch.
justice, no peace. No 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 justice, no peace.
Hey, I'm calling Crime Stoppers on all y'all.
If they Crime Stoppers, then I'm the FBI. That's bullshit. No justice, no peace. They're Crime Stoppers, I'm the FBI. No, I'm top flight security. I'm hard.
What?
Hands up, don't shoot. No peace. Hands up, don't shoot. Hands up, don't shoot.
Okay.
Hands up, don't shoot. Hands up, don't shoot. Hands up, don't shoot. Hands up, don't shoot.
That's the one that put that.
Hands up, don't shoot.
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 No justice, no peace.
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 No justice, no peace, brother. Put your hands up, man. No justice, no peace.
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 No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. Don't shoot. 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 Don't shoot.
I don't think anybody really
No justice, no peace.
Oh boy, I'm getting.
No justice, no peace.
We ain't gonna carry that thing around.
Yeah, her right here, bro.
We ain't gonna carry it around. It's gotta be where you want it at.
No justice, no peace. No peace. No racist, no peace. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
And she said, I agree.
Black lives matter.
I was like, oh, thanks.
We're gonna turn back around because we want to stay in the free love We're back. We want to stay in the face of the county officers, the city officers.
The alderman's the guy in the orange right there.
Back to state with the county offices and city offices.
Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! No justice, no peace! No justice, no peace!
No, she drives me like, what are you doing? Let me see your sign, Shante.
Yeah, all lives matter. If Black Lives Matter, all lives will matter. Yeah. Everybody. The alderman is going to come speak. The alderman is going to come speak. Disperse so that we can be heard in good social distancing order. The alderman is going to come hear us.
Black flag.
Maintain social distance. Black Lives Matter.
My name is Kennedy. I'm the Alderman of the 10th District in the city of Kenosha. But I want to give you my bio before I talk to you. I am the son of Reverend Kennedy. Reverend Kennedy was a Black Panther Party member. Reverend Kennedy was a member of the Women's Liberation Movement. My mother was a member of the Gay Liberation Movement. My mother has been on these, me alongside of her, have been on these kinds of demonstrations for 52 years of my life. So this is where I've grown up. I might be the alderman of the city of Kenosha, but this is where I grew up doing these kinds of things.
out here for showing your concern, for showing your passion, for showing what matters to this world. The thing that's hard for me is I represent a part of the system, but I'm still a black man in America. I'm still angry, I'm still hurt, and I'm still confused that in 2020, I still need this kind of demonstration for people to hear us. That's where my heart comes from. My anger comes from. And we know Black Lives Matter. We know that this life that we live is going to be such that we always have to look over our back.
Hey, power to
all that has been my experience. I'd love to tell you I have the words that are going to tell you things are going to get better. I'd like to tell you that I have the words that are going to comfort you. I'd like to give you the words that are going to give you some hope. But I'm not feeling that right now. I'm not feeling that right now. I am feeling as angry as I've ever felt in my 52 years of life. But this is what I do want to leave you with. I gave you my bio. I told you who I am. I'm telling you what I'm feeling. But the last thing I have, I'm still a man of faith. I'm still a man who feels that God has blessed me abundantly. And part of that blessing, part of that responsibility is I have to give back whenever I can. My service to this community is a part of that blessing that's been given to me. So I give you this. Yes, I'm angry. Yes, I'm hurt. Yes, I don't have the words to give to you, but I have this feeling, this belief that it will be better. At some point, it will be better, and I don't know when, but I know that we're going to have to keep making these kinds of I know it won't end. I know that these things won't end without your input, without your concern, without your activism. Thank you all for being out here. Thank you for giving me the chance.
Sorry.
No justice, no peace. 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 Black lives matter. 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 Black lives matter.
We walk downtown, y'all. Without the police, we out here. I'm doing that. Yeah.
I saw Anthony drive past. Yeah.
No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace.
No, maybe. I don't.
Yeah, they like to walk a lot.
Yeah.
Protest, just always walking everywhere. It's worse than Minneapolis. You're always going up and down hills.
Thank you.
Calories today. Woo! I'll be dreaming of it tonight. I'm in my sleep. No, he can't breathe. Oh, look at that
Oh, so where we're going? Oh, gosh. And that's our PlayStation.
My brother likes that one. This one, 15.
Alright, can we do this?
No peace! No peace!
I don't think
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot! No peace! No justice? No peace!
You want to talk to the KPD today, though.
Yeah!
Police station. They still at drum beat. Police station. They still at drum beat.
Yeah, can you bring your chief outside? Send him a shirt.
Yeah.
Hey, send a white shirt out, please.
Eastern. Remember why we here, bro. Don't start that. Hey, I'm just putting it in the air.
Hey, listen. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace.
No, bro, we ain't on that MLK shit. That shit over with.
What you here for? This is a peaceful rally, bro.
Sit there. No justice, no peace.
All right, look.
Nobody, bro.
Hey, so this is still a peaceful protest.
You here for the peace?
This is a peaceful protest. This isn't about negative nothing. Nobody said that, so I don't know why that's being said.
Peace. We are not violent protest.
Everybody calm down. Calm down. We are not on negativity. We can't go against each other. That's listen! Calm down! Everybody calm down! Calm down! How can you say you're standing for something when you're going against each other? How can you say you're standing against something when you're going against each other? Real. No, they need to still hear it. They need to still hear it. It's a peaceful protest, but they still need to hear it. Right. I got it. Everybody, listen. It's that crowd. Like, that's the people cell that they didn't want us to hear. All right, I'll walk with you. Come on. If we all together, how was that happening? No. Be a violent protest. Think about it. Right here. Being quiet. How did you not see it? How did you not see it? How did you not see it? Peace. If it's peace, then we can't go against each other. You too. Be quiet. Chill. Listen. If we are together, then how can we say, how you gonna hold them accountable when you're not accountable for your own actions? Stop. You're losing your voice. No, y'all talking too much.
Turn this up. No justice, no peace.
Hey, everybody. If we're gonna move and have one voice, it can't be separated.
So let's let the one voice.
You're still arguing. You're divided.
So that's when you say no peace, no power.
There you go. Where is he at? Listen, all I'm saying is, y'all, of course it's peaceful, but at the same time, those are the cops. You know what? They gotta hear this. What is we doing here? They gotta hear it. If they said only one cop about here and he in the car, he's not here. They ain't watching our Facebook. They gotta hear this, man. They the one that's killing us. You feel me? Shit, come on, man. Of course we gotta stick together too. But at the same time, those are the people that need to be hearing this right now.
Yes. Let's argue with them, not ourselves.
We cannot evoke change unless we're a part of it. We can't be part of the problem. There's too much social, economical issues in this city, racial inequality, racism, social, as far as education as well. We have too many issues in this city to come against one another.
Yes.
We have to come together. This is a unity march. This is a unity protest.
Yes.
We are not here in divisiveness. If you are here in divisiveness, please come elsewhere. Exactly. We're here together as brothers and sisters. We're representative of all lives.
Yes. Yes.
So I need you to come together. I need you to listen. I need your voice to speak loud to these people, okay? If you want to see racism cease and desist, your voices need to be heard today. This is a peaceful protest on today. We need blue lives as well. We need them to change. We need them to hear us on today. Okay? I don't like to be followed. I don't like when I turn a corner, they turn a corner. I don't like my black brother being shot. I don't like my black brother with a knee on his neck. I know you don't either. And I know you're here for change. So in order to be part of change, you have to be the change.
Yeah.
Be the change on today. Okay? We need to show love. We need to show peace.
Compassion.
What they're doing in the other cities, I commend them for marching. I commend them for protesting. But I don't commend the violence. We have to show them that we can peacefully do this. We are asking for change in this city from the police chief on down.
Not them.
Yes.
We need change in this city.
Yes.
The mass incarceration rate is very high in Wisconsin. We are the state with the most people incarcerated. Today is the day. Today is the day that we evoke change in this city. Today is the day that our children have education equality. Today is the day that we change mass incarceration and recidivism rates in this town. Today is the day that we change poverty in this town. Today is the day. So if you're a part of change, I need you to speak change today.
Yes.
Amen? I need you to speak change. So I need you to march. I need you to speak. And we're here, and they're going to hear us loud and clear today. That we want change. We're not coming here to burn down no city. We have not come here to loot. We have not come here to evoke violence. We come in peace, but we expect change. We want oversight of this police department. We want oversight. And that is what we come here as citizens, for oversight today. So I encourage and I implore the chief of police to give us oversight. We need a citizens representative group for oversight of this police department, every police department around this nation. So I am asking the chief of police to give us oversight for any violation, any racial profiling in this city. I am a veteran. I refuse to be treated like a second-class citizen in this city that I am. We are here peacefully. We are here to change. We're not here to fight against one another. We don't need them in our business today. We need them to listen. We don't need handcuffs today.
Yes.
I refuse to come bail one of you out today. Please. I refuse to see you on the ground like George Floyd today. Please. Get along. Unite for one cause, one purpose. That purpose is George Floyd today. So if you came out here today, you're here for George Floyd because he's not here today. He's not here to speak for himself. Trayvon Martin is not here today. He's not here to speak for himself. Tamar Rice is not here today. You are Tamar Rice. You are Trayvon Martin. You are Philando Castro. You are George Floyd. You are each and every one of us, black and white, blue and brown. All lives matter today. So I need you to march
time out today. It is time out today. All lives matter today.
All lives
All lives matter today.
All lives matter.
No justice, no peace.
No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace.
All right, so we get it. All lives matter. We get Black Lives Matter, right? So let's talk about Nakia Shannon's son. Let's talk about Michael Bell. You marching for people around the world, but your own people here are getting murdered. Your own people here needed your help and your voice. We have to have accountability. I'm a part of the problem. If this man do me wrong, I'm gonna defend myself. You call him an op, and then you go shoot. But yet when the police shoot, you say, oh, it's just the police. When are we gonna hold accountability to us too? We have to fix us, and then fix them. While we fix us, we get our education, our economical standpoint, and then we hold accountability to all. We cannot just sit and have a voice when it's somebody else. We have to have a voice when a little boy gets shot, or a little girl gets shot, or a grown man gets shot. Not when they just get locked up. No. You gotta actually hold accountability. If you see the back of my shirt, it ain't just the cops or the Ku Klux Klan, it's us killing us too. When are you going to speak up for that? Because there's a lot of mothers and a lot of fathers burying children daily. When you go march, no justice, no peace. All lives, no. Our children's lives matter, but Black lives matter now, period. And they will always matter. I'm not speaking on Italian lives and nobody else's lives because I'm African. I'm speaking on African lives because African lives have been taken and we've been downgraded. You are systematically already imprisoned in your mind, and you need to realize you've already been planted that. You hating yourself, and you don't need to hate yourself. We need emotion, unity, and togetherness. But it starts with education. It starts with loving yourself first. Please love yourself. Please educate your children. Please educate and hold down your families. Stop walking away so easily. Fight for something. Stand for everything. But realize, you can't call for war each time. What's the end goal? What are you trying to achieve? The youngest war was 4 years. Are you ready to bury people for 4 years? Do you have the resources? Do you have any of that? Do you have an end goal? What's the end goal? You want justice? The cops locked up. You want justice? All right.
All of them got locked up.
Get the same. No, all of them ain't locked up. Because the Asian dude ain't locked up. But I need, hold on. Pardon me. The thing is, we want equal people in our police department. They got rid of Officer West and they hired one other African American officer. But where's the rest from your neighborhoods? You got what? How many African American aldermen? You got one. Well, your votes count on that. They always trafficking and they doing routes uptown and up by Model Market. Go by Anderson Park where the cocaine is. You don't see no cops riding around. Go to Christmas Lane where the crack is. You don't see them riding around. You want equality, you gotta police the police. You have to have, like she said, a representative so we actually can have a voice. Because one voice on the alderman side ain't gonna work. And the thing is, no, it's not gonna change and it's not gonna get better because we're not educating each other. And you don't have accountability of yourself. And until we actually have accountability of one another, ain't nothing gonna change. Nothing changed from the civil rights. Nothing changed because if you want to be a hero, you become a martyr. And then everybody stops. True or false? True. Okay, so who's ready to be the martyr? Exactly. Then start with education, accountability, responsibility, and make them answer for their actions. And you answer for your actions. All I'm trying to say is, knowledge talk, wisdom listens. Thank you for listening.
No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace, man. Listen, if I would have got caught with some, say I would have been on a drug case, he would have been with me, I would have been party to a crime. That's right. What my shirt say? Listen, we is not standing as one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. It's not justice for all. It's not justice for all.
Justice for some.
Man, come on, man. This shit is
Keep
serious,
going,
y'all.
keep going.
Come on. All this politics shit is over with.
Come on, man.
You feel me? Man, this shit, man.
This
Y'all understand.
this
We the
shit
one
bigger
that
than
hurt.
us.
Our children's the one that hurt. Come on, man. We the one that's walking up on eggshell. We can pull it over. We live in your polite respect. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. They still treat us still badly. Come on, y'all. We looking for real justice right here.
Preach, bro.
Come on, man. Preach for real justice here.
Preach.
Preach, bro. Preach.
Racism is real. We are all out here protesting today. But the most important thing that we have to do is we have to go to the polls. It is a moot point if we stay and we protest, but we don't go to the polls in November. I need each and every one of you to be at the polls. If not, you need to do your absentee ballot. We need to change from the White House on down. It starts at the White House. Is that okay? It starts at the White House on down. So you want change, that's where it starts. Okay? That's what it's all about. Listen, the right to vote, we were given the right to vote because a man marched and because thousands marched. We were given some liberties because of the march, but they went to the polls when they were given the ability to vote. The vote counts. Make your politicians accountable. Hold them accountable. Send those emails. Send those letters. Make those calls. Action speaks louder than Facebook. Okay? Action speaks louder. Pray, protest, poll. That's the best piece of wisdom I can give each and every one of you. No justice, no peace. No justice.
Are they gonna deal with you peacefully? Are they gonna deal with you peacefully?
Okay, so I am a black woman who's been growing up in Kenosha, Wisconsin my whole entire life. And I just want to say, that Kenosha, Wisconsin, we all know that we have to watch our backs, and I don't even commit crimes. I ain't never committed a crime, and I still have to watch my back. When I drive down the street, when my kids is outside, it's too much of us in a group. We having a family event. It's got to be, the police got to ride by. So we already know how many people that went to jail and got beat up in jail, in this jail right behind me. How many of y'all people been locked up for little of nothing? How many times we gotta watch people who did so much more raping people get out, and but we get treated like we just killed somebody and we didn't even do nothing close to it. Close to it. I'm tired. Everybody is tired. This is why we're here. We're all tired. We're all tired of seeing people walk away who killed people on the news, all the evidence, everything there. We're so tired. But what I really, really, really need for everybody to do is to be on the same accord, to have the same voice. So I feel like right now we can move mountains if we have the one voice. One voice. No peace, no justice. We stand all together for once, and I have not really seen this in Kenosha. And I will be honest, I have not really seen all of us come together. And I give my hands to all the white people who is here today. I give my hands to all the young people who are not scared, because they try to put fear in us. They try to put fear in us, and they have succeeded. There's so many people, every time I was on Facebook, all I kept seeing was, be careful, don't be scared, don't be careful where you walk, be careful what you say, be careful, because they know, just like they know, what goes on out here. So all I'm saying is, let's just stand on one, let's stand together, let's not fight each other. We got all whatever for time for that. This is here for one cause, so if we want to march, let's be all on one voice. If anybody got something to say, I feel like have your voice. This is your time, this is your city, these are your people, because it's not just black people, it's white people, it's Mexican people, it's whoever's with us that's going to go down regardless, no matter what. So it's stand stand for what you believe in. And I promise I will never fall or bend my knee to nothing that is injustice, period. So.
We are all in this together. And so we want to hear from our other brothers and sisters.
Thank you so much, black brothers and sisters, white brothers and sisters, everyone who's here to make a systemic change. It's been going on too long. I'm originally from DC, I'm a veteran too. Through the Marine Corps, and then afterwards I found myself in Kenosha. I learned about what segregation actually looks like. I learned about redlining. Where I'm from, I was in a pretty privileged location. I didn't realize what the Midwest and the South looks like. And now I see young people united. I've been a teacher in Racine and in Milwaukee, and I've gone to college at Parkside. I see young people and I see a lot of hope. It gives me so much hope for the future, because up until this point, we haven't had a general movement like this nationwide. I think we broke a record this weekend nationwide. And this is certainly the first time I've seen something like this in Kenosha. So thank you so much, Black Lives Matter. We care about what's happening to our black brothers and sisters, the unequal treatment in the justice system, and in this whole system designed to put them down and keep them down. Thank you so much.
I do want to give it up for one person. All it takes is one person to evoke change. One person decided to make a change. And one person decided to do that in Kenosha, and I'm very proud of her. She happens to be my niece. So I give it up for Kaya. Are you ready to go and make Black Lives Matter? Yeah. Let's go back to share the road and let the people know Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter!
No justice, no peace! No justice, no peace! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter!
I think you had something you wanted to say, and you never got the microphone. If you want to say it, I'll record it. I'm going to be putting all this up online today. So that
They gotta send the sergeant out! They're sending the sergeant out!
I'm going to put it all up there for anybody to pick from, because I know there's going to be a lot of people who want to put it on vlogs and shit. Do you want to say some stuff when this is like after the sergeant thing, or no?
Yeah.
All right. If you want, you have the option. We'll just do it with voice and not picture. I know sometimes that can be a rough thing, so whatever. Thanks.
Okay, they burnt down. Before we started murdering each other, when we actually was educating our children about reading, writing, math, everything else, we were going that route. And then with the Black Panther Party, when they put sleeper cells in to murder us and to get Brother Huey and everybody locked up. You aren't violent people. We are loving, nurturing, caring people. We innovate. We set trends. We are powerful. We have love in our heart, but we will defend.
We will.
And right now, I'm asking you to think before you try to defend something that isn't yours. Okay? We are African. The people that's American aren't from here. They're Native Americans. This is their land. So how are you an African American? You're an African. So African lives matter. It's about education. You gotta understand what you think you understand.
Explain to me about what you mean by defending something that's not yours.
I'm a veteran. I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Explain to me.
This land.
Yeah, I want to know what you meant.
Is this yours? Do you own your land? Did you get reparations yet?
No.
They don't own the land because it ain't their country.
Who country is it?
It's the Indians. No, it's the Native Americans.
Who's the Native Americans?
The Indians. The Africans came here in the trade.
Brother, the more. We're talking about no justice.
All right, with no justice, no peace. We go back to the plot of the whole thing. What I'm trying to say is it's about education. It's about knowledge. It is about being loving the way you truly are. Set your heart on loving and educating your children. Not only on self-defense, weapons, everything. Why is the stores sold out? Why is it okay to shoot in the country? They're training up. And I think you need to train up and get educated too. No math on growing your own fruits, growing your own gardens, getting your resources right. Get your resources. You need your resources. Do you know how to grow carrots, potatoes? Have you been growing it? Remember your grandma used to grow it all in the backyard, right? Your tomatoes, your green tomatoes. If your lives matter, we got to start empowering ourselves. But we gonna hold them accountable as well. I'm not getting off that topic. We just waiting until he come outside. But before we sit back and put our knee in his chest, we need to let him know we educated about our history ourselves, and we won't let nobody take it from us. Exactly. That's what we talk about. Educating our children and re-educating ourselves to loving ourselves, not harming each other, but defending our homes because it's our right. Even though the Constitution wasn't meant for us and we wasn't even counted as a full person, we are more than a full person. You are a young God. And I need you to know that. If you're built in His image, then you need to be called by your name. You are godly. God is in each and every one of you. Okay? So please, I want you to be safe while you out here. Don't fight amongst each other. It is okay to disagree and have an equal conversation, but you do not need to be violent toward each other, because I would be part of the problem if I told you I don't respect your opinion. An opinion is opinion, but you can come to a mutual understanding. That's called a conversation, right? Yes, sir. A discussion, right? That's what needs to be had. And if you cannot agree to disagree, then who are you? Knowledge talks, wisdom listens. We all die. The goal is not to live forever, but to create something that will. And we are going to create our heritage and our lineage so it leaves that legacy of no more weakness. Okay?
Hey man, they ain't coming out, man. They just right there standing there. We can go. Let's go in.
Let's do it. I'm going for anything.
Today, I stand in unity with you on today. I stand in unity with you today. We want change. I implore the police to come out and keep us to address these issues, to address these social inequalities, to address racism in this town. I implore him to come out and speak to the people, the citizens of this city, who vote him into these positions. Like I said, if there's not room to address these issues, we need to make the change at the polls in November. We need to speak loudly in November at the polls. We need to go united just like we are today at the polls. The polls is what's going to change things. So we need to make a change by going to the polls in November. But we have to do it in unity on today. That's why we're here, and I appreciate each and every one of you, representative of all genders, colors, out here today to speak for change, to speak for a person who could not speak for himself, George Floyd. And I appreciate each and every one of you coming out today to speak for a man who was just innocently murdered. That could have been one of us. That could have been one of your children. That could have been one of your brothers. That could have been one of your uncles. That could have been one of your fathers. So we need to be here. And I implore the police chief to come out and speak. I implore the mayor of this city. They should be here. We need to hear from you. You are not exempt. They are not exempt from change. They need to be part of the change. So this is a time to flood those emails. The next time you see your mayor, your police chief, your city councilmen, your aldermen, everyone needs to be a part of the change. Talk with them, get to know them. The education system here. The education system here definitely needs to change. It starts there as well. Hold your superintendents accountable. Hold your teachers accountable for educating your children. Black children, white children. Hold them accountable for education attainment. It is our job to hold them accountable. I was a teacher at a school, and a 14-year-old young black boy could not read. He could not read, but at a second grade level. And I was told he was lazy. And I decided to speak up. And that's what you have to do. You have to speak up against social injustices. That's how they see you. They will stigmatize you. They will stereotype you. They have assumptions about you. They have predispositions about you in your color and how you are as a people. We need to speak up. Okay, so they don't want to come out, we're going to march. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace.
That's okay though. That's I signed up for that. They didn't sign up for this.
It's alright. Just make sure I get back to you.
You said what?
She's coming out. Alright, cool. Because the lady was coming out just to show somebody cares.
They said they went around the corner. They said they came out on the door on the side. That's where everybody went. So they came out on the other side.
Don't break my stuff.
Yes, sir.
It's a nice box.
Hey, sister, I got the box. Hey, who's got the mic? Who's got the mic? No justice, no peace.
That's what I'm saying. Our ancestors, what they worship on God, but they also worship love. And that's what people are going to feel. Another one on Tuesday.
Who's got the mic?
That's what I originally heard. I didn't know about this.
No justice.
Which is why I didn't know until you
No
actually
justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. Hands up. Hands up. Don't shoot. Hands up. Don't shoot. Oh, there you go. They wanted to do it on their own.
They outside. The police outside.
They pulling up.
Don't shoot! 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 Don't shoot!
Because I look like this, I gotta be overly scrutinized.
No justice, no peace!
I think because I look like this, I gotta be overly scrutinized. Why I gotta be overly watched? Why is there extra attention towards me? I come because I look like this. I want to talk to him.
No racist police!
Now we gotta keep it moving, y'all. Look at these fuck boys coming out the back.
Pardon, please. Sorry. Sorry.
No justice, no peace. No. Well, I say now you come out. Now you come out. We've been trying to get you guys out here for like an hour now.
Well, we need the
Don't shoot. All right, well, you guys move on the driveway. Let's go to the side. Everybody stand out. Stand out.
Hey, listen up. Listen up. We come in peace. So I think these officers is really
Excuse me, can I get through? Thank you. Can I get through? Thank you.
You got it.
Thank you guys.
Thank you. Black lives matter, though. All lives matter.
Black lives matter. All lives don't matter. So Black lives matter.
We need to leave this open though.
All lives matter.
Y'all come here to get something done, you need to listen to them as well. Okay?
We need to leave this open so we can respond to other calls, okay?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Get out their driveway.
We're in a real time of change.
If you guys could just get out of the street.
We got plenty of sidewalk. Plenty of sidewalk.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, that trolley comes through and they won't stop for nobody. Be careful. I know. I've almost gotten hit myself. Oh my gosh.
Part of the protest is not to impede the traffic. Part of the protest is not to impede justice.
Out of the street, guys. Thank you.
Out of the street. Out of the street.
Sidewalks, both sides, guys.
Guys, let her do it.
Every damn thing.
At least somebody.
Oh, yeah, man.
We have to abide by the law still. We're still being civil. Thank you.
We have a water.
We have to protect our community, your community.
Yes, sir.
The county and the city are located here. So in order for us to effectively respond anytime,
Yes.
we need to be able to get in and out.
Absolutely. So if we go around that way,
You want to let them know that you said real question. Can you let them know, just grab the mic and let them know that you said it.
all right, listen, Sergeant Viola, listen. Sergeant Viola is going to speak. I need you to listen. Sergeant Viola is going to speak. I need you to listen.
All right, guys, I hope you all can hear me, but we're out here to make sure that you guys are safe, that we're safe, and not only us that are here, but the rest of our community, okay? The greater Kenosha County and city community, okay? In order for us to effectively keep people safe, then we need to get access in and out of our police department and our sheriff's department.
You got it.
This is the only place we have, okay, to maintain. Okay, we're trying to effectively police and keep people safe in our community. In order to do that, okay, exactly. And in order to protect the community, your community, my community, we need to get out, okay? And we need to be able to effectively do that. And if we're impeded to do it, we can't do it. You guys are more than welcome to protest and to carry on your protests in public spaces, but we need to be able to have access in and out, and that's all we're saying.
No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace.
apology. Y'all trying to talk to the police. They're not trying to listen. Why are we standing here?
They don't give no fuck.
Let's keep moving. Let's do our peaceful protest. They don't care. They didn't even acknowledge Black lives. They didn't even acknowledge it. So let's keep moving. Don't shoot. Acknowledge Black Lives Matter.
I got a question. One flat question. Quiet. Do you care? Of course we care. That's why we're out here every day. We care about your community, our community. It's everyone's community, and we care about everyone. We want everyone to be safe, and that's why we're here. Walk with us, please. As far as policing the community, because uptown and market areas, that's heavily, but Anderson Park, when there's, a lot of drug trafficking, a lot of stuff on Christmas Lane, who controls the routes, and why is it such a heavy police presence, 3, 4 cops on one person? Who controls that?
The supervision of the police department decides.
Goddamn right. So both of them police supposed to be in charge.
Right. Y'all willing to walk? All right, come on. Let's go. All right.
You want to see a fellow officer discriminating against another black man? What do you do? Has anybody got enough? Is man enough to stop it? When you get
But if you had the choice to be willing to walk with us, are you willing to walk with us? Why are you willing? We can't buy our. We're not asking why you can't. We're asking you.
Come on.
Hey, Sarge.
How you doing?
I'm doing better than you.
I wish I had one of those.
The rest of the country.
I got one in my. None of you want to walk with us?
So I'm not with them. I'm just doing video for the community. And if they're going that way, then we're going to have some quiet time kind of here. That didn't sound right. This is running the entire time. I never shut it off, by the way. So I like to lean. In fact, no, I don't, because I need the sun in your face, kind of. So can I get your name?
Sergeant Leo Viola.
What's your position out here today? You officer or sergeant in charge of this?
Trying to keep people safe.
Okay. You're not the official spokesman or anything for the police department?
Nope.
All right. What is the police department, or your take, just let it be known on everything that's been going on?
I don't have a comment on that.
That's fine. What if people here wanted to institute change, and some of them are really into following rules? They're former military. What are the steps that need to be done? What steps would citizens follow in order to get their concerns taken care of in the system non-violently? What do they need to do?
Get involved in city government, county government, be an active participant in the political process. Excuse me, sir.
No, my fault. Sorry about that.
It all depends with their whole department right behind them. It all depends.
Basically getting involved, you know, not
What I'm saying right now,
concerns through the proper channels.
it depends.
I get it.
So, not waiting for something to happen, but to dog it all the time.
That not all cops are bad.
I mean, like, consistently go to meetings, go to city council.
Get involved.
Trust me,
Get
listen, we
involved.
completely
That's the
understand.
best.
I get it. Think about
Who
it.
would
I
be,
can't specifically tell you how to get involved, but
who might know more than you on that?
Instruction, we can be told that, but if it's your decision,
In your department, I figured. There's got to be a spokesman or somebody to meet with.
we have a public information officer that may be willing to take some questions on that matter.
What's the name of your public information officer?
Lieutenant Noslik, Joseph Noslik.
How's it spelled?
Nosalik.
That's Eastern European. Okay, I got nothing else. I should go find these guys. Except, excuse me, officer. Officer.
yes, sir.
Jerry, is that you?
No.
Hey, Sarge, how you doing? I'm going to assume you were Army.
Air Force.
Really?
Yeah, I would have known now.
So I think we should talk later.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm serious. I mean, no, not like that.
I know.
Okay. But I think you're busy right now. If you got a pen, write down how I get, or I'll tell you how to get a hold of me. If you got a phone, you can find me. Or go to either Gmail or YouTube, one of the two. Type 17, that's a 117 production at Gmail. I'm sorry, miss. Let me take a look at what you got, make sure I sent it to you right. And word type in the front. Oh, okay. Type 17, yeah. Yeah. And I'm probably going to leave because I need some water.
I understand. I need to change my mask too.
Yeah, do me a favor, just say hi.
Okay.
And I'm going to put up all the footage raw today. And then, well, whatever it was. And I got to say, I'm just between you and me. Were you an NCO or an officer?
NCO.
Okay. Well, you've done real well over at the police station because that was an interesting interchange.
Oh, it was.
Anyways.